Welcome to the Options Trading Authority REVERB8 Power Trend Trading System. This is a overview. I'm going to tell you what this is about so you can investigate more and purchase the system to go put to work on your trading account, looking for a new way to develop large chunks of cash flow or large chunks of cash at a time and develop net worth. You know, home run trading is the approach that can really advance an account. And sometimes, look, if you're going to do the shorter term trading, you have to be very systematic. And yes, that could be fantastic. But a lot of people get really distracted. So you'd be much better off looking to trend trade or power trend trade. What's a power trend? A power trend is a move that is highly directional. It usually lasts between 2 and 4 weeks. And so we look to ride that strong move and then get out. And it's almost like a straight line type of move. And or sometimes it's a little jaggedy, but the overall momentum is strong, 2 to 4 weeks, and that's it. A power trend is different than a medium-term trend, which is usually about 3 months. You can call some of those moves 6 months, just roughly speaking. So power trend trading is great because you have movement, follow through, and that's what we want and need. And movement and follow through with velocity, that's what we want and need with options, because those options decay. So, and then plus we want those points, stock points, passing by our strike. Keep on going, because once we get past a certain point, we're getting into that 100% delta. Okay, and then that's just a beautiful thing. All right. Let's pop on over to the presentation page on optionstradingauthority.com. If you're not here, come to the site and check this out. It's a very exciting system. All right, we have a performance sample here. We have Boeing. All right, and so just to represent what this method is, now we could put up some others. Not a bad idea, but some high flyers just to show off more. Just absolutely crush it. But you can see here on Boeing. See, look at this. It's pretty impressive. Wouldn't you say 95% winning? I mean, for a solid system, a 95% winning, that's mind-blowing. Okay, now for a tweaker type of flaky system that looks to just take advantage of a certain little snippet of time or event, well, who cares about that? That comes and goes. And that's what most people are out there selling. These marketers, they just want to sell the latest and greatest hot gimmick because, well, frankly, that's what people go and buy. All right, they're like, oh, the latest. Well, okay, but eventually you get tired of that. All right. You want something that's gonna be able to put you in a position to work over time and grow your net worth and make a very large trading account so you can do stuff, pay off your bills, to go be productive with your life. All right. And financial freedom and all that good kind of stuff. Time freedom. The markets make time freedom if you learn how to trade them well. If you try to be a strategic, or I should say trading by feel type of trader who tries to figure out and tap into your intuition, or try to tap into the future type of thing and try to guess what the market's going to do, well, that can take up a lot of your time and really be draining. All right. So I know that's how I developed. I started with like everyone else, but I started at a young age. But I also I developed my intuition. Okay, and I developed it pretty well. But then even with intuition, you still have to be very involved, and that's draining. And it takes up so much time. So then I realized, wait a minute, I can translate my intuition that's scored, okay, really well, into a set of simple rules. And instead of thinking about it 8-10 hours a day, think about it 5 minutes a day. What? And so when I realized that, I thought, gee, how about that? Let's look to get smarter, and okay. So Boeing, you can see these. Boeing's not going to be like a Google and put the numbers of points in, but it makes some decent moves. Okay, so here's how we're able to capture, and it all adds up here for a 1 year number of points, which is 105 points. Now we're taking a little less than 50% on the options here, just due to premium decay factoring, and so we have this as a approximate options point figuring. So you can see here, so 46 options point in a year. Hey, that's, you can see the translation. 10 contracts here, which is which is what on bowling. That's 10 contracts, probably buying out with a couple months out, probably 3 or 4. Okay, well, I'll go look it up for you. Okay, 3 months out is right at the money, pretty much is 480. Now, next 5 points out is 267. Okay, so I mean, it's not that expensive, all right? I mean, unless you're comparing it to Russell 2000 or Google or even Tesla or whatever, Amazon, gone nuts. Okay, so if we look at, let's see how many days, June's here, Okay, so let's just say roughly, like I said, between 3 and 4, and so that's not bad. So you're putting up, let's say, $3,500 a trade, for 10 contracts. Okay, here 50 contracts. Now we're talking. Now as your account grows, and we'll teach you money management and how to methodically grow your account correctly in options. You have money management, position sizing. It works out with your portfolio. So as your portfolio grows, or your trading account, I should say, so does your position size. And so you can work your way up to 50 contracts a trade, 100 contracts a trade. And, that's when we start getting into some decent income, right? And then you can grow over time. But you don't have to trade just one stock. You can go start trading other stocks. That's the beautiful thing about the stock market. You have so many different instruments to trade that are tradable. Whereas Forex, you only have a couple, okay? You can say, oh, we have all these pairs, but yeah, I mean, you're going to trade all those pairs? So then what else? I mean, futures, you're limited, okay? I mean, you have certain instruments that you can get used to, and definitely a lot of people have made a lot of money over time in futures. But, stocks, you have so many more opportunities. And stocks have certain behavioral characteristics in general that are very beneficial. I mean, futures have their characteristics, stocks have their own, and each stock has its own character. And so you can look to take advantage of that, and it gives you an edge. But let's return here. So very powerful system, something you just want to put to work. All right, and instead of thinking about a portfolio of stocks, you may want to think about a portfolio of systems. Then the potential for performance can become much more consistent and potentially much more profitable. I'm not promising you any future returns, as you should know how that goes. But if we can base off of a solid method, which is based on solid price action concepts of the past, we put ourselves in a good position for probable success into the future. And that's the best we can go for in trading. When we go for the probability, that seems to work out the best. When you go for guaranteed, that usually ends up being a loser. Guaranteed chasing is a sucker's game. Going for best probability is a winner's game. So I thought I'd throw that in there. But as a tip, but REVERB8 is definitely a power trend system you want to put to work. You can purchase it below or come to Options Trading Authority to find out more. Thanks.